Good evening, welcome to ITV News. This is Monday night's calendar.
And here are tonight's main stories. First this evening, hundreds of jobs have been saved at Liberty Steel's plant in Rotherham after the company secured a £50 million cash injection following a restructure by its owner.
It means that production will be able to restart later this month at the works, which have been closed since spring. But while industry experts have welcomed the news, they say the rising costs of energy are still putting the whole future of the steel industry under threat. Emma Wilkinson reports. Well, earlier I spoke to Gareth Stace from the organisation UK Steel and asked him first for his reaction to the Liberty Steel cash injection. That was my next question to you, because of course this is great news for Liberty, isn't it? But with those soaring energy prices, just how does the future look in general for the steel industry? What do you think needs to be done? Because you say if the government doesn't do something, what do you think they should do or need to do? That are struggling. Why do you think the government needs to prioritise steel in particular? Here in the north, in Yorkshire, just how important is the steel industry to levelling up and to making sure the north is strong? Well, in the last couple of hours, the Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng has submitted a formal bid for assistance from the Treasury for industries hit by high energy prices.
And next to the independent business owners in Sheffield who say they feel like they're fighting a losing battle against crime, having only just survived the hardships of lockdown. The
city centre is one of the worst affected areas in Britain when it comes to attracting back shoppers and visitors after restrictions were lifted.
Now businesses say they've become the target of repeated break-ins and vandalism, effectively kicking them while they're already down. Rachel Townsend reports.
Still to come on the programme this evening. First tonight, a charity in Hull which helps women from diverse backgrounds affected by issues like domestic violence and trafficking is calling for women's safety to be made an urgent priority. Lincolnshire faces a shortage of more than 200 doctors within the next 4 years, according to a new report. The Spurn Lightship in Hull will be moved to its new home tomorrow, it's been confirmed.
OK, the ITV Evening News continues at 6:30. Here's a look at what's happening with Mary Nightingale.
Thanks for that, Mary. But first on calendar, as we mark World Coming Out Day today, an equality charity says growing up LGBT+ is still unacceptably tough.
Research by Just Like Us has found that less than half of young lesbian, gay, bi and trans people feel able to be fully open about who they are. Catherine Walker's been hearing from campaigners in Hull who hope greater awareness will lead to greater acceptance.
And I'm sure it will help many. And you can find out more about this story, including sources of information.
OK, now it's time for the sport. And Chris is with us now. International break, so no Premier League, no Championship.
Starting to creep in at Wednesday after last weekend's
crowd at Bramall Lane for the women's Sheffield United-Liverpool, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're behind it. Great to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic stuff. Well, we have a very lovely story to end on today because the scout from Doncaster who's received an Unsung Hero Award for saving her school friend's life. Amy Bavin kept the 12-year-old alive by performing CPR until the emergency services arrived.
She was one of 20 inspirational scouts to be honoured by the Chief Scout Bear Grylls at a special awards too at his Outward Bound Centre for going above and beyond during lockdown. Amrit Birdie reports.
Well, very well done to Amy, because the best we can achieve, he wasn't even in the Scouts, and the best I did at Brownies was butterfly stroke. Here's Emma Jesson now with the weather.
Emma, thank you, and that's it from us. Our next update is at 10 to 11.
The national and international stories are next with Mary Nightingale.
But for now, from the team here on Calendar, thanks very much indeed for watching. Bye-bye.
See you later.